Bonjour and welcome, viewers and students, to Let's Speak French, Parlons Français. These lessons on basic French are short and easy, and if you follow the program regularly, I can assure you that very soon you will be able to understand French quite easily. The previous session focused on the structures used for comparing objects. In today's class, we will learn about the verb servir. We will also revise interrogative and demonstrative adjectives. This lesson has been divided into 3 sections. In the first section, I will read out a French text where the verb servir occurs several times. The text also contains demonstrative and interrogative adjectives. Then, in the next 3 sections, I will explain each of the 3 grammatical points. And finally, in the 5th section, we will do an exercise to revise what we learned in today's session. We'll begin the lesson with a French text. This text consists of a dialogue between a young boy and his uncle, who is a carpenter. The young boy, who is spending the afternoon at his uncle's workshop, is fascinated by his surroundings. Le jeune apprenti. Pedro. Tonton, c'est quoi cet outil? Tonton Roland. C'est un rabot. Il sert à aplanir la surface d'une planche. Pedro. Et cette machine, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait? Tonton Roland. C'est une scie à chantourner. Elle sert à faire des découpes très précises et des courbes très serrées. La scie permet des travaux très fins et élaborés. Le marketeur se sert beaucoup de cette scie. Pedro. Tu fais ce puzzle lorsque tu t'ennuies? Tonton Roland. Quel puzzle? Ah, celui qui est sur la table. Non, je me sers des pièces du puzzle comme modèle. Je les place ici, comme ça, et je trace les contours des pièces. Pedro. Il est bizarre ce marteau. Il est si gros et en bois. Pour quelle raison? Tonton Roland. Ce n'est pas un marteau, c'est un maillet. Un maillet sert d'outil à percussion, c'est-à-dire on frappe le ciseau à bois avec un maillet pour tailler le bois. Pedro. Je n'ai jamais vu un ciseau à bois. Tonton Roland. Va regarder dans cette boîte-là. Il y en a plusieurs ciseaux à bois. Pedro. Quelle boîte? Tonton Roland. Celle qui est sous la table. Pedro. Il n'y a pas de ciseaux ici. Il y a seulement ces longues lames. Tonton Roland. Ce sont des ciseaux à bois. Ils ne ressemblent pas à une paire de ciseaux, mais la fonction est la même. Les deux servent à couper. Pedro. La menuiserie est très intéressante. Moi aussi, je serai un menuisier comme toi lorsque je grandis. I'll again repeat the words. Le jeune apprenti. Pedro. Tonton, c'est quoi cet outil? Tonton Roland. C'est un rabot. Il sert à aplanir la surface d'une planche. Pedro. Et cette machine, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait? Tonton Roland. C'est une scie à chantourner. Elle sert à faire des découpes très précises et des courbes très serrées. La scie permet des travaux très fins et élaborés. Le marketeur se sert beaucoup de cette scie. Pedro. Tu fais ce puzzle lorsque tu t'ennuies? Tonton Roland. Quel puzzle? Ah, celui qui est sur la table. Non, je me sers des pièces du puzzle comme modèle. Je les place ici, comme ça, et je trace les contours des pièces. Pedro. Il est bizarre ce marteau. Il est si gros et en bois. Pour quelle raison? Tonton Roland. Ce n'est pas un marteau, c'est un maillet. Un maillet sert d'outil à percussion, c'est-à-dire on frappe le ciseau à bois avec un maillet pour tailler le bois. Pedro. Je n'ai jamais vu un ciseau à bois. Tonton Roland. Va regarder dans cette boîte-là. Il y en a plusieurs ciseaux à bois. Pedro. Quelle boîte? Tonton Roland. Celle qui est sous la table. Pedro. Il n'y a pas de ciseaux ici. Il y a seulement ces longues lames. Tonton Roland. Ce sont des ciseaux à bois. Ils ne ressemblent pas à une paire de ciseaux, mais la fonction est la même. Les deux servent à couper. Pedro. La menuiserie est très intéressante. Moi aussi je serai un menuisier comme toi lorsque je grandis. So this was a short text covering three things: the verb servir, interrogative adjectives and demonstrative adjectives. In the next section, I will explain to you all three in detail. The verb servir is a third group verb. Servir means to serve. This verb can be used in many contexts. Here are a few examples of these situations. La serveuse sert le dessert. The waitress serves the dessert. En composant le numéro indiqué, le client est automatiquement accueilli et servi par un employé dans la langue de son choix. By dialing the number indicated, the client is automatically greeted and served by an employee in the language of his or her choice. This verb can also be followed by two prepositions, a and de. The meaning is slightly different when the prepositions are added. Servir a and servir de. Servir a and servir de both indicate the same thing, which is to function as or to serve as. Servir a is always followed by a verb in the infinitive form, while servir de is always followed by a noun. For example, ce chapitre sert à introduire la littérature française. This chapter introduces French literature. Ce chapitre sert d'introduction à la littérature française. This chapter provides an introduction to French literature. In the text, we have a few examples where the verb servir is followed by a and de. Il sert à aplanir la surface d'une planche. It's used for smoothing a board. Un maillet sert d'outil à percussion. A mallet functions like a striking tool. Les deux servent à couper. Both are used for cutting. There is also a reflexive form of the verb se servir de. This verb means to make use of. For example, la vieille dame se sert d'un fauteuil roulant pour se déplacer. The old woman uses a wheelchair to get around. In the text, there is an example where the verb se servir is followed by a and de. Le marketeur se sert beaucoup de cette scie. The woodworker uses this saw a lot. Before we proceed to the next section, let me summarize this section. Servir a and servir de both mean to function as or to serve as. Servir a is always followed by a verb in the infinitive form, while servir de is always followed by a noun. The reflexive verb se servir de also means to use or to make use of. In French, there is only one demonstrative adjectives and its three inflected forms: quel with an S, quel with double L-E and quel with double L-E-S. The English equivalent of these are what and which. Interrogative adjectives are determiners that are always placed before a noun. Since they modify the noun they precede, the interrogative adjectives always agree with the number and gender of this noun. Here is a table of the French interrogative adjectives. Here are a few examples that show how interrogative adjectives are used in a sentence. Tu rentres quel jour? On which day are you coming back? Quel chapitre tu étudies? Which chapters are you studying? Quelle heure est-il? What time is it? Quelles sont tes chansons préférées? Which are your favorite songs? In the text, we have two instances where the interrogative adjective is used. Quel puzzle? Which puzzle? Il est si gros et en bois. Pour quelle raison? It's so big and made of wood. Why? A demonstrative adjective is a determiner that always precedes the noun it modifies. A demonstrative adjective must therefore agree in gender and number with the modified noun. In French, there are three demonstrative adjectives: ce, cet, and c'est. In English, there are, however, four: this, that, these, and those. But unlike their English equivalent that clearly indicates proximity and distance, the French demonstrative adjectives don't. Generally, it's the context that helps the listener to distinguish what the speaker means. However, if one wishes to emphasize the proximity or distance, the suffixes ci, si, which means here, and la, la, which means there, need to be added to the modified noun. Here's a table that lists the different inflected forms of the French demonstrative adjectives. The table includes cet, which is the inflected form of ce. Cet always precedes a masculine noun that begins with a vowel or a mute h. Here are a few examples that show how demonstrative adjectives are used in a sentence. Ce stylo ne marche pas. This or that pen doesn't work. Ce stylo-ci marche très bien. This pen works very well. Ce stylo-là est bleu. That pen is blue. In the text, we have two instances where ce is used. Tu fais ce puzzle lorsque tu t'ennuies? Do you do this puzzle when you get bored? Il est bizarre ce marteau. It is a strange looking hammer. Cet oiseau est bleu. This or that bird is blue. Cet oiseau-ci est nocturne. This bird is nocturnal. Cet oiseau-là est en voie d'extinction. That bird is endangered. In the text, we have one instance where cet is used. Tonton, c'est quoi cet outil? Uncle, what is this tool? Cette maison est belle. This or that house is beautiful. Cette maison-ci est ancienne. This house is ancient. Ce maison-là est à vendre. That house is up for sale. In the text, we have two instances where cet is used. Et cette machine, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait? And this machine, what does it do? Va regarder dans cette boîte-là. Go see in that box. C'est. Ces étudiants sont japonais. These students are Japanese. Ces étudiants-ci sont intelligents. These students are intelligent. Ces étudiants-là parlent bien français. Those students speak French well. In the text, we have one instance where c'est is used. Il y a seulement ces longues lames. There are only these long blades. I'll again repeat the words. Ce stylo ne marche pas. This or that pen doesn't work. Ce stylo-ci marche très bien. This pen works very well. Ce stylo-là est bleu. That pen is blue. In the text, we have two instances where ce is used. Tu fais ce puzzle lorsque tu t'ennuies? Do you do this puzzle when you get bored? Il est bizarre ce marteau. It is a strange looking hammer. Cet oiseau est bleu. This or that bird is blue. Cet oiseau-ci est nocturne. This bird is nocturnal. Cet oiseau-là est en voie d'extinction. That bird is endangered. In the text, we have one instance where cet is used. Tonton, c'est quoi cet outil? Uncle, what is this tool? Cette maison est belle. This or that house is beautiful. Cette maison-ci est ancienne. This house is ancient. Ce maison-là est à vendre. That house is up for sale. In the text, we have two instances where cet is used. Et cette machine, qu'est-ce qu'elle fait? And this machine, what does it do? Va regarder dans cette boîte-là. Go see in that box. Ces étudiants sont japonais. These students are Japanese. Ces étudiants-ci sont intelligents. These students are intelligent. Ces étudiants-là parlent bien français. Those students speak French well. In the text, we have one instance where c'est is used. Il y a seulement ces longues lames. There are only these long blades. In the fifth section, we will revise what we learnt in today's session on the verb servir, interrogative adjectives and demonstrative adjectives. A short exercise has been provided. Fill in the blank with the right option. Le professeur se sert space un stylo rouge pour corriger les cahiers. A D apostrophe de. Stylo is a noun, hence the preposition should be the. But since the next word begins with a vowel, the right answer is B. Le professeur se sert d'un stylo rouge pour corriger les cahiers. This sentence translates as the teacher uses a red pen to correct the notebooks. Cette huile délicatement parfumée sert space assaisonner les salades. A, de or D apostrophe. Assaisonner is a verb, hence the preposition should be a. Hence the right answer is A. Cette huile délicatement parfumée sert à assaisonner les salades. This sentence translates as this delicately flavored oil is used for seasoning salads. J'ai trouvé space vieille photo dans le grenier. Cette with a T, ce, c'est. Photo is a feminine plural noun, hence the answer is C. J'ai trouvé ces vieilles photos dans le grenier. This sentence translates as I have found these old photos in the attic. Space, petit carnet et pour noter les devoirs. Seth with a double T-E, sir, and Seth with a single T. Carnet is a masculine singular noun, hence the answer is B. Ce petit carnet est pour noter les devoirs. This sentence translates as this small notebook is for noting down the homework. Elle préfère space robe blanche. C. Seth with a double T-E. Robe is a feminine singular noun, hence the answer is C. Elle préfère cette robe blanche. This sentence translates as she prefers this white dress. Tu prends quel dessert? Quel with a single L, quel with a LS, and quel with double LE. Dessert is a masculine singular noun, hence the answer is A. Tu prends quel dessert? This sentence translates as which dessert are you taking? With this we come to the end of our 5th lesson. This lesson was divided into 5 sections. In the first section, I read out a French text where the verb servir occurred several times. The text also contained demonstrative and interrogative adjectives. In the next 3 sections, I explained each of the 3 grammatical points. And finally, in the 5th section, we revised today's lesson by doing an exercise. I hope you enjoyed today's session. In the next session, we'll begin the 10th chapter. In this final chapter, we will review the first few lessons of the program. In the first lesson, we will revise the alphabets, the numbers, and the qualifying and possessive adjectives. I hope to see you in the next session. Thank you and à bientôt. See you soon.